a weekly support group that is for anyone who's lost a loved one, whether it's your spouse, whether it's your child, however, it's for anyone. It's a place where you can come and be with others that are going through the exact same thing. It's truly a program that's biblically based, that is truly for people, no matter what, that are on the journey of grief, that are going from mourning to joy.
People have asked me, would I recommend GriefShare to them in case they lost a loved one, and I would certainly recommend it. It had been about 8 months when I went to my first GriefShare, and it was started in our church, and I said you can go online to griefshare.com and find out how to locate it in your town and see if there's some offer there. It was a help to me in the fact that we could share with one another, that we could, there were people there who had lost not only a spouse, but maybe they lost a child or a grandparent or whatever, aunt or uncle. It didn't have to be a spouse. And we were able to share with one another. We were all going through the same situation together, and it was helpful to listen to them and tell me what was happening to them and their thoughts. And sometimes I thought they might be crazy because that hadn't happened to me, but guess what? It does happen down the road somewhere. And I just think it's a wonderful thing. If it hadn't been for my church, family, and my friends helping me get through the loss of my husband, I would have never made it. And then came GriefShare, and it just brought the word alive to me, and it's biblically based, and it helps you see what maybe God has another plan for you in your life now. So, yes, I would highly recommend it to anybody that is having trouble with their grief.
I came to GriefShare the 5th week after I lost my son in an auto accident. And it's been truly a comforting place to come and share with other people with whatever type of loss that they've had. It's a scripture-based program, which I think, God's the only way to get through a loss like that. And I would recommend to anybody for whatever type of loss that they have. It saved my life.
I would highly recommend GriefShare for anyone who lost a loved one, whether it be a spouse, a child, parent, or whatever. In the GriefShare class, I feel like we're all in the same boat. I've always said during the class, we always seem to be members of a club we didn't choose to join. But there's a commonality amongst the people where everybody's in the same boat. You feel the same pain. Another thing that I would recommend is for men. I went to 3 different classes, two before this one, and then I went to GriefShare. And the lion's share of the time, I was the only man there. And you can't tell me that men don't hurt just like women do. I think a lot of times men are more guarded in their emotions and things like this. But anytime you can get together and talk about these things, it's very helpful. It helped me. But anyway, I would highly recommend GriefShare. The people are wonderful. The instructors are great. It's a wonderful program. You have video every week, discussion, and anytime you can get together and talk, whether it's with a friend or with a group, it's the best thing you can do.
My concept of grieving was to put everything away, not to engage in photographs, or not necessarily not mentioning my husband's name, but once I came to this GriefShare and learned that it was okay to put the pictures out, it was okay to talk to him in the morning, it was okay to interact and not put him away. Actually, I'm here today because I wanted to thank these ladies, and I'm almost about to cry because it was such an inspiration to me to be able to have a group of people that understood my plight. My husband and I were married 50 years, and one day actually, and I moved back to Laughlin, and I really missed it, but thank God he's provided another grief share that I came here today to get some information so I could carry to them along with the tapes and stuff so that they could experience the relief, God's blessings on us. And that we had an illustration here one day with the glass, with the cotton balls. And it's amazing how many balls you could get in a little old glass of water like that. And I took away from that the fact that how gracious God is and how no matter what we pile on him, he always has room for more. And that's what I learned out of this group. And I think about him often. I don't always call, but I was talking about the young lady standing behind you today and how empathetic it was with her son. I think about everybody. I just can't remember numbers. And the only thing they didn't help me with was my anger of him being gone, and I'm having to learn how to put oil in a car. I'm learning how to put gas in a car. I'm learning how to put transmission fluid in a car. And I resent that. But at the same time, if it wasn't for this grief share, I just don't know where I would have gone. I don't know what I would have done.
As a facilitator with GriefShare, it is so heartwarming to watch the progression of the people who grow in their grief, who progress out of that pain and despair into hope and comfort, that to watch that dawning realization that God is with them. God is present with them every step of the way on this grief journey. Having the group to be able to share, to know that there is a group of people that they can trust and that they can let out some of their deepest feelings and fears and know that they are still loved and that it's okay and that they will move forward. GriefShare is a blessing.